Dzień dobry, piękny widok na Warszawę, ale ta Warszawa już bardziej jesienna, bardziej za mgłą, a to oznacza, że zbliża się zima. Jeżeli zbliża się zima, to sezon skoków narciarskich za pasem, a skoro sezon skoków narciarskich za pasem, to z nami legenda tej dyscypliny, Martin Schmitt. Martin, kindly welcome in Warsaw. It's really good to see you, and I have a first question to you. Did you have time already to walk through Warsaw to see something, or you just come here?
I just come here. I haven't seen that much, but I should see something.
Have you ever been in Warsaw before?
Yeah, it's my third time to Warsaw.
I was wondering about your career and your popularity in Poland. Isn't it quite funny that you are, after 20 years, after your biggest successes, you are still so popular in Poland? And I wonder if you are more popular in Germany or here in Poland.
Yeah, it's great, and I like to be here. It's always great to come to Poland, and so it's always I always meet nice persons, nice people, and so it's always great to be here, especially for sure during the ski jumping competitions, and I have great memories.
Do you sometimes have a situation on the street? I mean, in Warsaw or in Zakopane, in Wisła, so you were a guest in the World Cup competition.
Yeah.
So often in Poland. Do people recognize you on the street? Ask, hello Martin, could we have a photo, could we talk?
For sure, it's more during the World Cups, and but it's also sometimes here in the streets or at the airport that someone ask a question or recognize me. So.
But not so often.
Not so.
But people don't remember already, because you are the face of the new century in ski jumping. That you won the World Cups. You were competing in with Adam Małysz so often during some period, but your career ended just 5 years ago. Am I right?
Yes.
2014. So
you're right.
Not so long time since you retired. And my question is, how come you stayed in ski jumping for so long?
Yeah, I was somehow addicted to the sports of ski jumping. It's a special sport, and you get a lot of rewards from the sports. It's a great experience to have a great jump, and I always wanted to be a ski jumper. It was a dream as a child, and then that dream came true, and so I had the possibility to compete in a World Cup, and so I went on, and it was not. I didn't question it, so I always had my goals and always want to be as good as I can, and that's why I stayed so long in the World Cup. And it's not uncommon in other sports to compete with 35 or something like that, and so it's also possible in ski jumping to compete on the highest level at the age of in your mid-30s, and so it's as I said, I didn't question it. It was always about ski jumping for me. I always tried to improve and be a better ski jumper, and that made me stay in the World Cup for such a long time.
But you can agree that in the past, in the 80s, 90s, it was not possible to jump for so long time. The world has changed. Definitely, it has changed.
Definitely, the world has changed, and I think it's maybe about a bit about the training methods. It was, I think, in the 80s was much more weight training, and it's maybe it's and in the 80s there weren't so many jumper able to do the sport in a professional way. They still had to work.
They were not as professional as right now they are.
Yeah, no, and
definitely.
So and when you're in the 80s when you were 28, you had to think about your professional life and try to find a job for the rest of your life. And I think nowadays you have more possibilities as a ski jumper.
This is another thing that has changed in ski jumping here. I mean, in the past it was not a job.
Yeah.
It was more a fun
Yeah.
sport. Was more a fun, was a journey, was a adventure.
Yeah.
Right now, is a normal job, and competitors say that in the record. I mean that they earn money, so they have to be professionals.
Yeah, sure. Everyone is very professional in the World Cup, I think, and sure it's changed, but it was also at the beginning of my career. I joined our team and saw that everyone was working really professional, and so my hero in that time was Dieter Thoma, and I learned a lot from him, how to train, how to live the life as a ski jumper. And in that time there were in the World Cup some other guys who didn't take it that serious, but I learned a lot from Dieter.
Do you remember when he retired from ski jumping?
Yeah, I remember it was in 1999 he had his last season.
Your first big?
Yeah,
Your
big.
second big, or the first one?
It was the first big season. My third season in the World Cup, but the season where I won the overall World Cup the first time. And
You were a kind of young devil in ski jumping, isn't it? You come to the World Cup. It was less than 1 year that you had a first podium and then the first winning competition, and then you become a really big star. How was that? Was it difficult to stay on the top level? Was it harder to keep the peak, or to climb the peak?
well, it's at the beginning it was hard to come into the World Cup team, to make the World Cup team. It was really difficult, and also the first World Cup season was okay, but it wasn't easy, and I knew that I had to do more, and I invested a lot, and then all things went positive for me, and I had some material changes, and the training worked, and I suddenly reached the top level. And but it was not an easy way, and as I said, I invested a lot and lived for the sport, and it was also not easy to keep the level. The first years were okay, and then there were some challenges, and I had some injuries and lost the shape, and then really difficult years. I had really difficult years then.
Comparing this generation and the past generation, because you are linking both. You were jumping in this romantic 90s where the equipment were not so perfect, still not so perfect. I mean, the suit, the skis and so on, we had no wind factors, gate factors. And then, after a couple of years, you were retiring, while this all stuff was already put into the ski jumping society, so environment. So which was better for you, these romantic old things, or this presence and this mathematics, this specific suits and so on? I'm asking because it's a big question in Poland for fans.
Yeah.
Some people still missing those times.
I also I think it would be easier if you wouldn't need the rule with the wind and the gates and the extra points to know who is the winner. It would be easier if you, like it was in our days. In my early days, you have the guys jumping, and you know, this one is jumped the longest, and he's the winner. So it's better if a sport is easy and you do not have to calculate who's the winner. But,
especially for the fans standing under
especially
the hill.
for the fans, yes. But also for the jumpers, it's sometimes not easy to understand everything, and so. But the material side, it developed and became so important, and the material is so sensitive, so it's quite difficult, and it's also at the moment with this material you need these rules to make a competition, but maybe in the future we will find another solution. So I think everyone would appreciate it if it would be a bit more easy to know who's the winner.
Right now we have about the equipment. You
Yeah.
said that someone will maybe find something else. We have a big topic right now in Poland because of our new shoes. We
Yeah.
have for our own the new company that provides the A team, the B team, the women team, and so on, and the new equipment. And it's the shoes.
Yeah.
I'm asking. I'm saying that because your really good friend Simon Namman was trying to have a new shoes from plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once you said, I read it in the internet, that shoes is this area that can bring ski jumpers more places if they improve the equipment. Is it still true for you? Do you agree with that still?
Yeah, I think the shoes are quite important, and there's not a clear rule for the shoes as it is with the suits, and so and that's why everyone tries to find something with the shoes and to improve something with the shoes.
But what exactly?
It's, how you stand in the shoes. It's all about the flight position of the skis. It's what's really important. At the moment, you have to be very aggressive from the takeoff, and therefore it's quite difficult to get the tips of the skis up. So it's really important to get the skis up very fast.
Faster you do this, farther you fly.
The faster you do this, the earlier you're beginning to fly, and you're gaining height, and it's the faster the tips came up, the more aggressive you can be from the takeoff. So, and that's something you can improve with the material, with the shoes, and then it's also about the flight position of the skis, that you have a stable flight position, and the skis flat to have the whole surface of the skis bring the pressure and lifting the body up. So it's it's also in this part everyone has to work and tries to find something, but there will be also maybe there are innovations coming, but then probably the FIS will maybe do something and to stop it and make the rules a bit closer.
People from Norway, Klas Brede Braten, the boss of the Norwegian ski jumping, told to the media that they finally found the reason why Ryoyo Kobayashi jumped so well last season. And they explained this is exactly the thing you said, this quick turning from the takeoff to the flight position. So do you, as a ski jumper, as a past ski jumper, can see something while somebody is jumping? You're doing this well, so that's the reason you fly more, fly longer. Or it's not that easy to explain that?
It's not so easy to explain it, but it was last year what Ryoyo did was obvious. It was obvious what he was doing, but it was not easy to copy him. And and everyone tries to do this, to be aggressive, to get the skis up very fast and to be in a flight position very fast, but it's not so easy to actually make it that way he did. And but also I made the seasons before I made an analysis, and I in front of the coaches of the German Ski Association, and I showed a jump from Kamil where he did it in an almost perfect way. This,
you mean the Olympic season?
The Olympic season, yeah. This being aggressive, getting the skis up very, very fast, and he was also in ski flying. He was half a meter higher after 10 meters than anybody else, and not losing speed while doing this. And this made him outstanding in that time. And what Ryoyo did last season was quite similar, a bit different style, but the idea was quite similar.
Kamil was flying, he is still flying so low. Yeah, this is curious how he jumped so far, flying so low.
Yeah, it's his style. It's okay, he will be successful with this style.
How successful will be the German team with the new coach Stefan Horngacher? I cannot say we still miss that person, because we have another one, which summer proved that Michal Doležal is so good. But you know, fans are worried about if he did a lot good things with Polish team, what will he do with Germans, which are, you know, maybe right now it's not. German team is not so iconic as it was when you were jumping, but it's still this big company for ski jumpers in the world environment. So the question is, are you worried, or are you excited for the new beginning season with this new coach? I mean,
maybe a little bit worried after the summer season, because the results weren't that good, that we expected a bit more, and so
even if it's only training,
it's only training, but anyway, you always want to be close to the best jumpers. But I think I trust Stefan, and I know what he's doing, and the way he's preparing the guys for the season, and so I think they will make a few important steps in these days, and so then we will see how the start is to the season. But of course, the German team, they are suffering due to the injuries they have, and Andi Wellinger is out for the season, David Ziegel is out for the season. It's not easy. Sevi is not on his top level, and so it's not ezy to compensate that.
Do you keep in contact to the German team?
Yeah.
To your coach? Horngacher
sure.
was your coach,
sure.
So you should keep the contact.
Yeah.
Are you close to the team, or you have another duties?
I have other duties I'm working with the juniors, and we have not so many connection points. We had one training camp together, but most time the training camps are in different places, and but sure, we are talking a lot.
So how's the atmosphere in the team after Schuster generation? Because it was quite long time. It was 10 years.
Yeah.
Am I right? With Werner Schuster as a coach.
Yeah.
It's a big era, big generation in ski jumping, in sport in general.
Yeah, it is definitely, and I think, but now everyone is looking forward. We knew we had big success in German ski jumping, but now the most important thing is the next season, and to be successful as well in the next season. And everyone is very positive, is working and doing everything to have sustaining success.
I can see you won't say something specific before the season starts, as it's normal, yeah. For everyone is a bit afraid of saying, okay, we will be best, or something.
I think after the summer it's difficult to say the German team is among the favorites. I think it's important, especially for Markus Eisenbichler, that he's improving a bit. It would be really important for the team that he's at his best, and I think that's one of the challenges at the moment. But I think in maybe the Polish team is a step ahead of the German team.
Do you think so?
Right now, yeah.
After the good summer or in general?
After the summer.
Okay. As we said, it's just a training, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you like betting?
Yes.
So, if you could put some money before the season starts, who's going to win the trophy in the World Cup this season?
The overall.
Yeah. For the first in overall, then in the World Champs in flying in March in Planice.
At the moment, it's I would say Kobayashi.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because what he did last season was outstanding. The way he jumped. It's if he's able to jump on his highest level, it's difficult for everyone to keep up with him. I think Kamil has also the possibility to jump on this level, but they are not.
He's not so young.
What?
He's not so young already. But that's what we were talking about, that this jumping top is still
I think it's not a question of age in the ski jump. You can win World Cup competitions with 18, you can win with 35, so I think it's not a question of age. You have to be a good ski jumper, and one really important thing is self-confidence, and that's I think in ski jumping often the decisive thing, that you have enough self-confidence and therefore you need good results. But I think Ryoyo has a lot of self-confidence after the last season, and he will keep his shape.
Mm-hmm. So another betting, the 4 Hills tournament.
4 Hills?
Yeah. You know why I'm asking? It's 17 years right now after the last German winning in 4 Hills tournament.
So for it's I'm honest, at the moment I don't think it will be a German win.
What makes it special, the tournament?
Yeah,
you have only 10 days for competitions, etc. Is it the mental, or?
I think it's the mental part, and also the whole history of the 4 Hills. Everyone is focused on the 4 Hills, and it's special. And you have this every 4 Hills. There are new stories, and it's sometimes traumatic what can happen, and also you can lose it with the last jump, and it's really thrilling, and as I know, not easy to win. The favorites, it's too early to predict anything for the 4 Hills especially, but I think also the Polish team has the possibility with several jumpers. Also Dawid Kubacki is now, I think, at a point in his career where he really can be this outstanding man in the World Cup, and he also has the possibility to win the 4 Hills for sure.
Will we see you on the hill this season?
Not jumping, but I will be at the hill.
Did you jump?
No.
since these 5 years?
No, I haven't made one jump in 5 years.
So see you at the hill during the winter time. Moim gościem i Państwa gościem był legendarny skoczek narciarski, niemiecki skoczek Martin Schmitt.